As you could tell by the title, alright, alright, come on. Let me see, not up yet. Let's see if we're live somewhere. Okay, so we're up. You could tell by the title. Alright, let me see. Wow. Some of these, oh my goodness. All I'm trying to do is look at the live on a computer, and they make stuff so difficult. But anyway, as you could tell by the title, got a lot of stuff acting up, okay? There we go. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay, now I'm in there. All right, so shalom, y'all. As you can tell by the title, this gonna be a very to the point conversation, and you are encouraged to scrutinize what I'm saying. That's why I made sure I could see your comments, because I want to encourage y'all to scrutinize everything I'm going to say. Question it. And, don't be afraid, because I know a lot of people, they don't like, they don't like questioning things, or conflict or whatever. Question what I'm saying, all right, okay. So yeah, question what I'm saying. It's going to be a very, very, this is a wake-up call type thing. And I'm going to make it very practical, simple. According to what I'm seeing, y'all let me know if y'all see any wiggle room, any gray areas in what I'm saying, okay? Okay, there we go. All right, now I'm good. I can see your comments for the most part. Man, Facebook on these computers is just terrible. All right. So, all right. So if you haven't seen, it's been exactly like my man Mikhail Gabar said, be ready, man. If you haven't seen, I'm just telling you, I'm gonna tell y'all some things. There's confirmation. I'm getting confirmation from places. But let me briefly tell y'all something. From time to time, the last time it happened was maybe a couple months ago, a couple weeks ago, whatever. But what happens is like, it'll be early in the morning when it's, sometimes it can be tough getting up early, doing things. And I hear something in my mind and it's saying war. It's like war. War. It just be saying war. I was talking about this with an Ak yesterday. And I'll be hearing that. And I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I enjoy war, but it's a reality to me. It's part of my environment to a certain extent on a spiritual level. Of course, y'all seen by the past shows I've been doing, it's like I realized, I had reached a level in my spiritual development. I've reached a level in what I've been doing out here. Wow, somebody else said they be hearing it too, man. In their mind, in their spirit, something they just keep saying war. It just says war. And I don't mind it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like I'm trying to toughen myself and afflict myself. I do. I've been let me tell y'all something that's been going on with me. Because I'll be trying to get people to feel sorry for me. I'm not in perfect condition, but if y'all have seen me in person, me and Corey were talking about, man, we done been to so many cities in the past couple months, just meeting people and talking and fellowship and hey, shalom, shalom, and talking to people and all this. And if y'all see me, man, I've been limping because my left ankle's messed up. All praise to the Most High. He showed me a way to alleviate the pain, so now I could go even harder in the pain. But I could care damn less if my damn ankle hurts. If they gotta saw it off, I'll just be walking around on a nub because I've gotten to a place where I can separate myself to a certain. Hold on. Soldier, man, another real soldier out there. All right, there you go. I'm back. I'll wait for the stream to get all the way back up. I see it's hung up here. Okay, that was just a phone call. If it hangs up like that again, just realize, hey, I get a lot of phone calls. But yeah, so I do that. I can separate myself from the physical pain to a certain extent. Not like people in special forces; they can really do that. But I just don't care. It's like I've noticed over the past couple of years, and I attribute a lot of it to the fact that I just don't watch TV. I don't care about this Babylonian culture in it anymore. The artists, the concerts, the movies, the music, the sitcoms, the styles, the whatever. I've to be honest with you, to put it into clear words, I hate it. And I love our people and I love our culture, the Hebraic culture. Anyway, I'm getting off the topic. What the Most High began to put on me is that, hey, there's something more to you doing Shabbat lessons, there's something more to you doing spiritual combat. I was wondering why things fell into place and why I'm traveling all over the place and I'm meeting people. I haven't written a book. A lot of times when I go to these meetings, I don't really teach, really. You know, I support Ron. That help. That's part of contribute to the traveling that I do. But I was like, why am I traveling? Why am I meeting all these people? Why am I going to all these events? And it's slowly beginning to come into focus of what's going on, culminating in the Great Gathering, Hebrew Awakening, that message Pastor Dow did, you know. And was the message that hit my wife and woke her up. But when I talked to Brother DeJerry and Brother Dave, that woke me up and lit the fire under me for something I've been searching for. I knew that I had this word needed to manifest in the physical. I've reached spiritual development. I'm not saying I'm perfect in my spiritual development and where I've gotten, but I've gotten to a level in my spiritual development to where I realize I'm ready to blossom into something else, something more. All that to tie all that into what I've been pushing, community living, all that stuff like that. But when you begin talking about this and you begin looking in every direction in our society, it's the natural 1 + 2 = 3 equation. He says, come out of her, my people. You can't, these people there's a spirit of mass murder falling on these other nations. He's showing you the warnings. I'm praying for y'all to continue giving me grace to get myself together so I could get my wife and my kids out of her. I want to get my kids out of this public school system. I don't want them out of my control. I want my kids around like-minded people. I don't want them around these damn demons. I don't want my wife having to go to these jobs and be around these people that are susceptible to demonic influence. And I'm praying for y'all to give me grace. Give me a grace spirit to get my house in order and pull them out of her in the spiritual and in the physical. Where are the mass shootings been at? They're at bars. They're at Walmarts. They're in schools. They're at workplaces. You see it. You're not far from one. There was one here in Jacksonville at the Jacksonville landing. These people are getting overcome by demons and acting out. Hell yeah, I'd like to move a couple miles outside of this city perimeter and have some land out there, away from these people that these spirits are beginning to overcome. Oh no, a drone gonna, no, the government gonna bomb you. No, dude, if I'm doing it according to thus saith the Lord and he see fit to let a drone drop a bomb on me out in my homestead out there, so be it. But damn it, it ain't gonna happen in damn Walmart. If y'all do Michael Israel love his wife? A lot of y'all castrated, emaciated, feminized, sodomized men do not love your wives. Y'all come home with chocolates and licking and sucking and kissing her boots and letting her walk all over you, but y'all don't love your wives. I love my wife. You know how I showed her love? I got her a concealed carry permit and took her to the range and showed her how to defend herself so that if she is in a Walmart, she gonna put some, hey, she gonna have a fighting chance. A lot of y'all don't love y'all. They are 22. I show them love. They're gonna know. I'll be damned. Somebody come up in this house, it's gonna be a scary situation for them. That's love. Showing them how to survive. Oh, Yahuwah got him. You could die at any moment. This, that, and the other. This pacifist mindset. When the writing is on the wall. Wake up, Israel. Pastor Dow comes on, shows you a model, and the only thing y'all could say is, they worship him and he got 3 wives. Dude, I would rather my women be up under Pastor Dow because I know he's going to protect them 3 women he got than him be under one of y'all bootlickers who just going to give him cupcakes and set them up to be victims. I know the women up under Pastor Dow, his wives are protected. I could show you some dudes that I would send 20 women to marry because I know they would have them women protected, as opposed to these jelly-backed, soft, misleading, castrated, emasculated men out here. This thing is real. Which y'all see this? Y'all don't know death. Y'all ain't seen death. Some of y'all, the problem is y'all haven't spent enough time at funerals. That's the problem. Y'all haven't been around and intimate with death and seen it and seen the finality of it. You love Babylon too much. This is temporary. Eternity is eternal. You better err to the side of caution. Yeah, brother Matt. I feel you. But you can't put fags in there, they get their feelings hurt. Call them gaffers. They're not onto that word yet. Call them gaffers because it'll automatically flag your comment. But I feel you. I feel you, brother Matt. Oh man, I'm a damn soldier. Dude, if you don't like me saying damn, hell, whatever, when I get passionate, lose me. Get off this. The writing is on the wall. Even my wife can see this. He sends you warnings. The Most High Yah loves us. He sends the warnings. Let me get on Facebook and I'm gonna click back and forth between here and Facebook. Hey, look. If you have a spirit of discernment, you'll see that there's a spirit coming on these other nations that are not grounded in this truth. There's a spirit coming on. Let me see what y'all saying over here. Mikhail Gabar, man, shout out to that. Real soldiers, man. Like, that dude is a literal soldier. He's a war general. Dude been on battlefields before, literally. Like, and I'm trying. We're gonna take Mikhail Gabar for instance, because he a good example of exactly what the hell I'm talking about. Immediately upon meeting this dude, I immediately realized that, like, I look up to him as a leader. He's a leader in training, but a leader nonetheless. Somebody that I will be having to trust his leadership. People are going to have to trust this man's leadership. He just don't realize it's calling yet. And I look down on these people who call themselves mores and leaders and bishops and apostles over stuff, and they're at best gaffers. My wife has more leadership qualities than these men, so-called men. Like, you got people who have been under real fire. They've been out on battlefields, whether it be in the gang. Because Mikhail Gabar has been out. He was in a Chicago gang for over 20 years. Okay, he's seen death. He's intimate with death. He understands the importance of having laws. The gangs operate under laws and codes of conduct. He understands the role of a woman and a man, albeit he understood that in an unhealthy way. Okay, and he knows what it means to be in war and battle on a spiritual level and in a carnal level. And these gayfer pastors, these homosexuals out here who call themselves mores or morons, will blur the lines and say, "Oh, you don't got to do all that." This is what they're subliminally telling y'all out there. They're subliminally telling you, "Oh, you don't have to train. You don't have to learn how to protect yourself. God, Yahuwah got you. That's His grace. His grace is showing you these warnings. His grace is showing you, look, these people got demons coming on. These are people that live right there in your suburb, flipping the hell out because their girlfriend cheated on them." I think that's what happened in that one shooting. And if y'all don't know, there's been 2 mass shootings in a 24-hour period, yesterday and this morning. Okay, if y'all didn't know already. Mass deaths, 20 deaths in one, 9 in another. Dude killed 9 people in less than a minute. AR-15, 223 rounds, putting them in. And I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. With majority of y'all, if y'all heard an AR-15 go off within your vicinity or whatever you call it around you, 90% of y'all, if y'all heard that gun go off, y'all would immediately lock up. You would lock up, because when an AR-15 is so loud that you can feel the concussion of the sound hit you. So it would you would freeze. It would put you in shock because you've never heard one before, and you'd just be easy target. Me, I hear it, I'm on the ground. General Mikhail there, he's on the ground. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be on the ground. Y'all, the rest of y'all are just going to be target practice. Meat. You know? Is it a sin to do what I'm telling you? Is it a sin to train your kids up to learn how to defend themselves? My life ain't guaranteed. I might die off or something. But I can be confident that, hey, my kids, they're becoming proficient with the weapons. My wife is becoming proficient. She was even bold enough to step up and shoot the shotgun. You know what I'm saying? She knows how to challenge herself. She knows what these weapons sound like. So when they go off, she knows to hit the deck and get down. She's not going to be like, most people, when these weapons go off, they're like, because they've never felt anything like that. I'm talking about, they're so loud, because I purposely taught Koya how to shoot. in an indoor range where it's even louder because the sound's inside, and every shot makes your body shake because it's so loud. But now I can be confident that if she's in a situation where a demon comes up and takes over one of these people, and that spirit of mass of mass shooting comes on another person in her vicinity, her chances of survival are gonna be drastically increased. See, if you have an action plan of what to do in one of these situations, your survivability rate is going to be much higher, as opposed to if you're that person who just freezes up. That's an easy target. You get picked off quick. And understand death. Like, go next funeral, go sit there and stare at that body. You know, I realized the Most High was taking me through something. My Aunt Mikael understands this. He knows death firsthand, more than me. All right? Stop looking up to these damn clowns out here who can talk a good game. They can talk real, they can tickle your ears. Start talking and looking up to people like Brother Mikael there. Talk to that brother a little bit. And you're going to hear wisdom in his voice. He don't even realize the level he on. He's beginning to walk in it. We got it twisted, dude. And while I'm saying this, you got 20 other people saying, the Most High got you. You could die anytime. It's God's grace you walking. Don't do nothing. Just sit there and be a target. When what the Most High is doing, he's showing you all the destruction. He's showing you these demons coming on these people, and they just flipping out. He's giving you the warning signs. He's putting the writing on the wall. He's letting you know. Oh, the 400 years. I don't know if it's the damn 400 years or not to the date, or what the hell's going. But I know I'm training. Look, I know I got some damn land to do weapons training, and anybody who that's within my circle that want to get trained up here in Jacksonville, Florida, we getting ready to get it in. We're going to have some damn marksmen. God forbid that mass, hey, we going to cast, hey, that spirit of mass shooting come around me, it's getting cast out. It's going to have to find another body. They ain't going to bring your ass out of Walmart alive. I'm just being 100, dude. It's going to be shots fired, man, down. I'm just saying, man, I'm not going down to that demon without at least struggling to get my gun out. I ain't gonna be out there butt naked with no gun. You see what I'm saying? Wake up. I'm just saying, dude. See, this thing is simple. It don't take eloquent speech for me to tell you, dude. You're sending your kids to these schools. They're teaching them homosexuality. My kids be coming home talking about, yeah, they got us doing mass shooter drills. You get under the desk and dude. And these damn silly clowns are telling you, oh, don't know. See, these people want you to get on the community. They don't know what the hell they talking about. Okay. You stay up in your crazy ass neighborhood around these people. Stay in Babylon and watch the demons that come on these people. And I'm just telling you some surface structure, simple stuff of one reason why you need to come up out of here. Your neighbor over there with, I love Trump and go Democrats and all these stickers and rebel flag stickers all on the back of his car. Yeah, you keep calling. I don't even call him my neighbor. That's just my enemy in my backyard. You stay living there, fat and happy. You gonna when election time come around, you gonna think it's daggone the purge up in your damn neighborhood. Sister. Sister who try to put out, I know you want to contact me. Don't put your email up there like that. I'm hiding that. What you need to do, if you're in the Jacksonville area, email me at info@spiritualcombat.org. And I know I got a lot of people, Hebrew brothers and sisters, reaching out to me here in the Jacksonville, Florida area. info@spiritualcombat.org. But don't put your email in there like that, because a lot of people watch this. They might, it might harass you. So I just hid that message there. Lasani Kasim. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. And like I said, we'll break bread together, get to know each other. You could vet me, I'll vet you, fill you out, because that's the other thing. And yeah, we're gonna do this. I'm officially announce it. I'm gonna put it out there a lot harder here soon. I am doing a conference in December, right over the pagan holiday of Christmas. I'm doing my conference. We have land to do it. I'm going to do it on the land that the Most High has blessed a sister to allocate to me to do what I want with, to be the steward of. I'm going to do a conference on that land. It's going to be a preparation for the nation conference. That might be the name of it. The conference is going to include people teaching on community building. We're going to do weapons safety training or weapons training to familiarize you with the Glock and with the AR-15. You're going to shoot it for real, because we have a range to do the weapons training on the land. We're going to do marriage training. We're going to do auto repair training. You're going to be thoroughly furnished to get... hold on. It's skipping. Stand by. It'll come back. I know what to do. Pause there. Okay, there we go. We're back. We're back. Okay. So you're going to be thoroughly furnished spiritually, because we're going to cover stuff like that, do some spirit, and physically. There's going to be self-defense training, all that stuff. You're going to be thoroughly furnished for spiritual warfare, for what's coming, for what's on the horizon. There's going to be music there. There's going to be fellowship and enjoyment and stuff like that. And the other thing I'm going to set it up for the best I can to keep costs down big time. I'm going to buy these big tents. It's going to be on there. We're going to have bathrooms on there and all that. If you want to camp out on the land, you could do that. And, the fee is going to be like maybe 20. The registration fee will be like $15-20. Just to help us out. Exactly. Yeah, I'm not worrying about it, though. Yeah, I'm going to keep, it's going to be very cheap. So that the main thing you're going to have to focus on is just kind of getting down here. And the area I'm going to have it at in Jacksonville, you'll be able to, the hotels in that area are going to be pretty cheap. But, it's going to be around Christmas time. And like I said, you're also welcome to camp out on the land, and we're going to, so I'm going to do a GoFundMe, and the people who do have money, who the Most High has blessed with money, can contribute. So that I can, it'll pay for the tents I need to get, and I'm going to buy the tents. I'm not going to rent them because they're pretty affordable. But it'll pay for the tents and for the bathrooms to be brought out there, and maybe portable showers to be brought out there. For some of the guest speakers, there's a place on the land for them to stay. So like I said, I'm in the early stages of putting it all together. I'm not going to officially come out with flyers and times and dates until after I go up to Straightway. After I go up there. So, but I ain't, and dude, if y'all don't like it, you don't like spiritual combat, and you done been divined upon, and your moron and cast spells on you to where you swear what I'm saying is off, lose me. That's cool. No problem. Yeah, if you'd like to fund it, yeah, you can. I got my cash app right now. It's $ spiritual combat. You can send funds there, and I'm gonna be very transparent with the money, like, brutally transparent. I'm gonna make sure y'all know where it's going. Even if you send it on Cash App, I'm gonna take a screenshot of you sending it on Cash App, and I'm gonna show you these tents I'm buying. I'm buying them off Amazon. They're these tents. They're 40. They're 20 foot by 40 foot, I think. Wedding tents. They're real nice tents. For just in case we get weather, I'm gonna have a stage there. We got a lot of brothers coming down. I already talked to Judah Mack about coming down and just teaching on leadership. I'm gonna reach out to Kabir, because Judah Mack can show you bad leadership. He's experienced it, and what biblical leadership is. Kabir can show you good leadership and what biblical leadership is. We're going to teach on that so you don't get deceived by these wolves in sheep's clothing. I'm going to have some brothers come down and teach on community from two different aspects. I talked to Brother Amir to teach on educating your kids, how you should direct your kids, what you should be encouraging your kids to do after high school based on community. We're going to do that. I'm going to do weapons training. I'm going to do basic. I ain't going to waste time. I'm gonna let y'all see what a shotgun sound like. I'm gonna let y'all hear what an AR sound like. I'm gonna let y'all hear what a Glock sound like. And I'm gonna let y'all, you're gonna learn to shoot an AR and a Glock. You know, if you never shot anything before, you can learn on an AR-22. It's a smaller version, operates the same way. You don't even need to wear hearing protection shooting it. It don't have no kick. It's a gateway gun. You know what I'm saying? You're going to learn that. I'm going to reach out to some ox for self-defense, basic self-defense training. It ain't a bunch of complicated moves. It's as simple as learning how to gouge somebody's eyes out or hit them in their daggone balls. Basic, simple stuff that's going to, and it's as important as teaching you to always stay in the fight. If somebody ever tries to do something to you, they showed a woman in a stairwell and this guy was trying to rape her and he punched her and knocked her cold, and then she came back and she was just doing this weak flailing, but she was just kicking her legs and moving the best she could. And you know what? That guy had to leave her alone and he did not rape her. He had to run off because she stayed in the fight. That's basic self-defense. Is staying in the fight. So we're going to teach on that. We're going to teach spiritual combat. I'm going to teach on that. I'm going to also teach on marriage. I'm going to do a marriage thing. So this ain't going to, there's going to be music and enjoyment too, but this is going to be it's going to equip you. It's going to be a very beneficial conference. On top of that, you're not going to be sitting around twiddling your thumbs during Christmas time, during that Christmas time. You're not going to be doing that. You're going to be getting prepared for warfare, spiritually and physically. And if your moron got a problem with it, oh well, he's off. Because what's the problem with what I'm sitting here talking about doing? Trying to equip you and prepare you for anything. And is what I'm saying, what I'm going to train you on, is it a sin? Yeah. Yeah. I'm like, dude. Like when I, it's like, do you want your wife going out in this crazy ass world where human trafficking is at an all-time high and mass shootings are at an all-time high, and you just send her out and she don't know how to defend herself? You send her out somewhere with the kids and you at work and you ain't with her and she don't know how to defend herself? Forget that. I love my wife, and she gonna be trained up like a female Rambo. Okay, she ain't gonna be a soft target. All right, that's love. This is love. This is love, not sugar plums and cupcakes and and candy canes and chocolate and flowers and ear tickling and all that. That ain't love. That's just sweet speech. All these people are so against Pastor Dow because he hurt their damn feelings. But he loves his people. All of his people are protected. And yeah, man. So that's what I'm talking about, man. Is not stored up with him. So let me see what y'all saying. I'm sure somebody and what I'm also do, and let's see, also heard of several shootings in Chicago. Yeah, man, folks is out there, these wicked people out here. Yeah, man. So like I said, the only time I will ask, you'll see me asking for money. If I'm asking for money publicly and saying, hey, you need to donate, it's going to be very practical and obvious, and you're going to see statements on where the money's going and receipts. And I won't ask for money unless there's going to be a direct benefit to you, you know. And I know I got brothers and sisters who watch my show who, you know, the Most High has blessed them with finances, because I don't want people who are struggling donating to this. I don't want to make my ticket registration price $250 or $80 or $60. So I'm gonna try to make the registration price for it as low as I can. Hopefully, Most High willing, if I could get enough money, free. Most y'all willing, because what I'm gonna do is gonna be on the land. I'm gonna just encourage people, bring your own grills, bring out as many. If you're in the local area and you're not flying in, bring your own grill, bring your grill out, and just grill your own food and everything like that. And let's do it like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm gonna encourage. You know, bring your own food, bring your own drinks, and the brothers and sisters who are flying in, you know, maybe they can stop at the store, grab some food, bring it out, and yeah. And during Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and all that crap, while they out there sucking on turkeys and opening gifts and serving pagan gods, we gonna be getting prepared spiritually and mentally for combat. Spiritual combat damn style. You know what I'm saying? It's not a game. Because I see the writing, man. The Most High done put it on my heart. He done, as I came up with this idea, he put the people in place to bring it to fruition. I couldn't sleep the other night, and I was thinking about a tent, and he showed me the tents. And I'm going to show y'all the tents. I want to get like 3 of them. They're 1,000 each. They're on Facebook. Type in wedding tent. It's like 20 by 80. And real talk, even better, don't even give me the money. Just buy the tent. That'll work even better for me. You know what I'm saying? With that, a matter of fact, that's how I'm going to do it. If I know what I need and people come forth and they want to help out, I'll put together some type of thing on Amazon to buy this stuff, so the money ain't even in my hand, because it don't even take money to do what we need to do in here. And the conference is going to be live streamed. I'm a live stream it too, but it's better that you come out and fellowship and you're not off and isolated during this time. If the Most High is willing and I can raise enough money, I will help people with airfare coming down here. I will ask people to bring extra tents so brothers and sisters can just camp out on the land. You see what I'm saying? You see how practical I'm really trying to do this thing. This ain't a profit-driven thing I'm trying to do here. Anything I need financially, the Most High provides. A lot of times without me even asking. Okay? So that's why you don't always see me on here. Security, I just seen you, my elder Elia, on here. We're going to do some security training where you're going to learn how to secure your house. You're going to learn situational awareness. This is a big one. Situational awareness. And the way that's something I was trained on in the military. My Ak Eliab in Israel was trained on when he was in the military. And Mikhail Gabar learned in the streets just growing up is situational awareness. And the way situational awareness is don't be in dumb places at dumb times with dumb people. If you're in those three things, you could end up dead. So you got to kind of keep it down. You could be in dumb places, but just make sure there's not that dumb people aren't around. So and it's not at a dumb time. So example of doing this is being at a nightclub at night when it's getting out. Being at a bar on a Friday. You know what I'm saying? And then the other one's going to fill in. There's going to be dumb people around. Inebriated people. That's where one of those shootings happened at. 9 people in 1 minute. He knew how to operate that weapon. So that's situational awareness. But it also comes into play in when you're having large meetings. But Florida, is a concealed carry, weapons friendly state. So, an event here, you don't see people, you don't see mass shootings at gun shows and stores. Isn't that funny? Why don't you ever see any mass shootings at gun shows? I haven't heard of one to date. Isn't that funny? Yeah. You also won't see one at Straightway, Texas either. At Straightway, Houston, you won't see a mass shooting. Do that, you know what I'm saying? It'll be one shot and then a whole bunch of other shots. But you'll see one at some of these so-called Christian Hebrew jellyback, castrated, passive, hugs and kisses ministries. You might see one there, where they keep you a soft target. So, all right, let's see. There are a few others, CVA and a few others. Alcohol and guns don't mix. Yeah. And if you inebriated and somebody starts shooting, you still gonna be an easy target. Okay? Yeah, and real talk, we drink at every feast, plus people, and never one issue. True saints only get married. Yeah. Well, nah. Yeah, I'm not saying I'm not saying alcohol is makes dumb people. I'm not saying that, but you around worldly people drinking alcohol, that's a dumb place at a dumb time. Yeah. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with drinking at the feast day events around our people, Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, radical white Christian terrorism. I mean, yeah, that's who's flipping out a lot of times. But you got our people in the hoods also. But like I said, it don't be mass shootings, Look, I tell people, man, one of the most dangerous places you could be is a uppity suburban high school. That's a dangerous place. I mean, little Jimmy, it might be a cloudy day and he decided to come to school. It's at the most unsuspecting places that you see this stuff happening now. Okay? So, like I said, come out of where my people. I said something to Corey. I was like, man, it's weird being around a lot of these, and I'm not being racist, but when I'm around places or events, like I don't go to football games and events. out in the world. The events I go to where there's a lot of people are Hebrew events only. I don't go to concerts. I don't go to football games. I know what I was telling her is when we go to the movies, it's like it's weird going there. But when I go there, man, we're armed to the teeth. You think we was going, you think we was going to the Middle East, clips and knives and we ready, But it's weird going there because we don't do that often. Now we just, we ain't been watching, we don't consistently watch movies for the past 5-6 years since we came into truth. So like that tank movie Fury, like I just saw that a couple weeks ago and I was like, wow, this is a good movie. And somebody was like, yeah, that came out years ago. I was like, wow. I was like, I gotta get caught up, But yeah, so all that to say, now all of a sudden, getting land 3 miles outside, 4 miles, 20 miles outside of any city, out in the suburb, out in the some rural area, now it don't seem that crazy. When, damn, you go to Walmart and they flip out, shoot everybody. Folks in your neighborhood have crazy, Your kids in these schools, they have crazy. Now it don't look so crazy homeschooling, having a community, being set apart. What is set apart? Hey, y'all tell me in the comments. I'm going to wait for y'all to respond to me on Facebook and YouTube. Y'all tell me what set apart is. Is set apart, first you get a set apart mindset and you live set apart, but does it manifest in the physical, or is it a sin to be set apart and to come out of her in the physical? Is that a sin? Somebody let me know. If you think, tell me do you think it's wrong to literally manifest being set apart and actually physically come out from among them? That's scripture. And to get a place out in some rural area on land, live together with like-minded people on that land, and just come out from among them as much as you can. Y'all let me know. I'm watching. I'm waiting. Anybody who thinks, no, you could live in a subdivision, it's fine, and go to the schools and do that, or is it you see what I'm saying? Because I see the benefit in having to go to grocery stores as little as possible. Number one, because a lot of the food has GMOs, but now, in light of what happened this weekend, somebody might flip out and you might be in a gunfight. Let me know what y'all think, man. I know a lot of people ain't feeling me on this thing. You never hear about mass public shootings. Who said that? Oh, the Rufus, man. Oh, that dude. Can you touch that? Can anybody touch that statement he said there? All right, let me see, y'all. Let me see what y'all saying. Oh, the roof is crazy. That's good, dude. That's good. That's facts. Elder Rufus said, you never hear about mass shootings in the deep country. And them dudes out there be armed to the teeth. That's why. They probably should have been at Sabbath service. It happened that morning while we were praising. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. And real talk, I only got the headline. I didn't look too deeply into it, so that's interesting. I was supposed to go to the meet and greet here in Maryland this weekend. Couldn't make it. I need to find a way out of Baltimore. And listen, and let me tell y'all this. Let me tell you something about me with spiritual combat, me with going, and this isn't a dig at anybody, but the way how I deal with anything that's related to this, to the book, to the Bible. I'm willing to put myself, like, call out of work, put myself in a bad financial predicament, nothing's more important than me getting to, Shabbat meetings or doing these live streams I do when something's been put on my heart. Real talk. Here, look, let me show you what I'm talking about. I'm going to be up late tonight working on that car. But the Most High put this on me. I was like, you know what? Whatever. If I'm up 12 o'clock tonight out here getting that water pump on, so be it. This is more important. But I be hearing people, dudes they be like, I be like, hey, oh, you didn't come out to the Shabbat thing? Oh, no, man, nah, my cousin came into town or it be like some stupid stuff. I be like, damn. So that's where you put this thing at? So yeah, and when, I'm telling you, when there's an event in your region, man, it's crazy, dude. Like, people just treat it like it's just some social club, whatever. I'm telling you, it's going to be of paramount importance that somebody knows you soon. I'm telling you. Most High, he giving us warnings. But let's see what y'all said about the question I asked. You must come out. There are millions of us that can move to a community. Me doing one of them. Okay, yeah. And like I said, let's see what else I said. I'm my hometown. Mostly the white supremacist lives in a rural area. We need to move much further. And that's, I want to hit on that. I'm glad that sister put that in there. Because I live in a subdivision. Trust me, I stay to myself. We all do. It's like, I remember back in the 80s and all that, everybody in the neighborhood knew each other. Now, you don't want to talk to nobody. Folks, it's crazy, dude. Child molesters, you got to do a check to see who's a pederast, who touching kids, who the pedophile, So, the writing is on the wall. And a lot of people are not thinking outside the box. They're like, well, it's like, dude, take a pay cut, get another job, move somewhere else. Move. You can up and move. You can put yourself in a financial, whatever you call it. Dude, it's going to, pretty soon, when this drum starts beating louder like it is, and people like me get quieter, because I can tell you, in the coming months, I'm not going to be doing a whole bunch of traveling or talking. You're going to see me maybe come on these lives once or twice a week, do a little lesson, and in the meantime, I'm going to be building. I'm going to be putting this thing into action. I'm talking about our work stacked up. Sister Koya is in there going hard right now for the women on something she's going to bring out to y'all. Okay? All these naysayers, all these people, oh, you can't have most. We sitting there showing them the solution, and they worrying about somebody saying damn or cursing. Like they're totally, we talking about the horse's head, they talking about his butt. You know what I'm saying? They like off. I encourage them to unsubscribe and just back off from me. Leave me alone. I'm going to leave you alone. Like, if you're not going in this direction, I see the urgency. I'm not mindlessly and unwisely jumping into anything. I'm discerning spirits and I'm moving patiently. But a lot of this stuff is just very simple. It's straightforward. I mean, step one is get yourself trained up. Don't walk around and be an easy target. Oh, Yahuwah got me. No, his grace has you. You're sitting here watching what I'm saying right now. You're listening to this right now because the Most High drew you to warn you. The people, there are people watching that video Pastor Dow did. I'm getting ready to upload it here on Facebook too. That he did at Ron's event, crying. It brought him to tears because they knew it to be the truth. Without a doubt. Some people, a lot of these women are so into Babylon. They got they're so grounded in it with the boy, you don't even really want me to go in and start it on this, which I'm not. I'm not going to get into it. It's a distraction, but some people just some of the um stuff that people have some of the stuff people are concerned about literally just shocked me. It was like, dude, I'm just not wasting my time even entertaining you. It's come out of her. Most High will give his grace to go, but you must come out. 2 homes here had their doors kicked in. Wow. Shalom from Flint. Let's talk about Flint. Poison water, dude. Right? Ain't that Flint? Come out of her. Come out of her. Have they fixed that water up in Flint yet? I'd want to start gathering here in Flint, but that's difficult as well. But I'm gonna keep trying. Hey, listen. Let me say this, because this is something I had thought about before, because I watched this show. It's something people don't understand. Okay, it's buffering. Okay, I think it's good now. There's something people don't understand, okay, that they take for granted, okay? That they need to come to the realization of. And I know this from being in the military and some of the stuff I've studied. Yeah, the water, yeah, but I mean, that water been bad up there for a minute. But I'm gonna show y'all something, something that I don't think a lot of y'all consider. Who's that? Who's opening the door? What's up? That's Sister Koya. All right, she gonna come out and say shalom to y'all. You got to come over here. You have to stand right here. She don't like being in my garage because it don't look pretty.
No, he has all here, and I have.
This is Michael's kingdom.
Free reign in the home.
She run that. She run the inside of that house.
Yeah, he don't get away with this inside the home.
All right, come on.
I just want to say shalom.
They can't see you. There she is.
Shalom, family. How y'all doing?
Tell them a little bit about our ride home. Did you want to tell them about that?
No, that's okay. I'll just, type it up on Facebook later.
Okay. All right. Okay. But yeah, she got something good she gonna come out with for the women. When y'all see her go live, let your wives tune in and hear that thing, man. It's some heavy stuff. But let me tell y'all something, man. This is what a lot of people don't understand. It ain't electricity. Most people, if the electricity goes out for a week, a lot of people are going to be dying. They're going to starve to death. Electricity is everything. You got to think, the gas pumps can't even pump gas if the electricity goes out. And let me tell you, China is hard at work trying to hack into the power grid. If you need to, what you need to look up is grid down situations. Okay, you need to look up, go on YouTube. This dude actually did a good video, scenario type thing on a grid down situation in LA, and he said if there's a grid down situation in LA, or in a populated area, you'd have to wait 35 days before you try to leave out of there, because you'd have to wait for the big die-off. Majority of people, the bulk of the people would die off in the first 35 days. There'd be mass death, and then after that, the whole city would be stinking of rotten bodies. Dude, I'm telling you, dude, this is just a grid down, electrical power down. And he said, so after that mass die-off, then it'd be time for you to make your exit out the city. Because then you could get out of there and you stand a better chance of making it out. But it'd be imperative for you to get up out the city, because gangs are going to pillage every single house in that area. you know, and that's a real scenario because in war, one of the first things they go after is the electricity. They know right there, then you're blind. Then they could go after high value targets. Uh, with a strike package, when we send out strike package, and like the other was something like target packages. When strike package is a group of military airplanes going out to hit something, and they have a target package where they have the targets they're going to hit radar first. They'll punch the radar out in the area. They'll jam it, punch it out so that they could get in. When they get in there, they're going to target power plants, the grid system. Once they knock that out, they know they got you. You back in Stone Age then. Yeah. Ammo's everything. You need a ton of ammo. Yeah. Crates. You know, you need to make a habit of one of the most important weapons to have is an AR-22. Because you could, the ammo's cheap. You could carry a ton of it without a big weight penalty. It's quiet, but it's relatively accurate. And like I said, one magazine you carry like 25 rounds, stuff like that. That's a gun. That's one of the most popular rounds. You know, there's a whole bunch of stuff. This is why I'm doing this conference in December. And I'm going to invite brothers like Pastor Dow and Elder Rufus and brothers that know something now. We ain't going to have none of these bubblegum bishops out here prophesying over you and speaking all this emotionalism and not doing nothing, not getting you prepared. We're going to have brothers come down who can teach you how to begin to eat, teach you about herbs, how to get diet, how to get in good condition. Most of these people are going to die the first week because they fat and overweight and on medication. They said that was the other thing the dude said. He said, the first 3 to 4 days, these people on these psych meds are going to go crazy. They're going to be demonically possessed. These people on the medication are going to get demonically possessed, dude. Do you understand? Your neighbor is on antidepressants. Chances are your neighbor's on psych medication. Do you know what happens when you just stop taking that stuff? You get demonically possessed. He's going to be knocking on your door 2 days after the grid down situation. Wait, let's be 1 million with it. Let's say it's not a grid down. Let's say there's a shortage on the medication. It's gonna be a zombie movie in your neighborhood. You're gonna see your neighbors walking around. And your bubblegum bishop told you didn't need a gun, that Michael Israel a nutcase and he hate women and Pastor I don't know what the hell he talking about because he running a cult out there and he got multiple wives that are protected. So now you're out there, you ain't got a weapon in your house. It looked like zombie apocalypse in your neighborhood because nobody taking their damn medication. And now what you gonna do? I'm telling you, dude. Look, cause I don't know who watching, so I don't want to say it, but I'm gonna say this. I got people at my job, I can tell when they ain't take their medication. and luckily, you know, I'm on that Yahuwah medication or whatever you want to call it. But it was like, dude, okay. I'm glad I got the spirit of peace because I'll punch you in your damn mouth. You said that to me and I wasn't in peace, you know. He'd be picking his teeth up in pieces. So I could see, you see what I'm saying? So we got to get our minds right. We got to come out of her, my people. This isn't fear mongering. This is warning. Get your mind right and realize, dude, pharmakia is, medicine ain't bad. Like Motrin ain't bad. These medications aren't bad. But when they give you psychiatric drugs, are pharmakia. It's sorcery. They say, oh, you got a chemical imbalance. They don't even know what the standard is for neurotransmitters in your mind. No, the food and your lifestyle and the fact that you got unforgiven sin that you ain't repented of, done got you demonically possessed. And in order to keep them demons at bay, you're on psychotropic drugs. So see, any direction, what I'm trying to show you, I think I got off topic. What I'm trying to show you is why you need to physically come out of her, my people. Why this model that Pastor Dow put out there, but yet you're the leader of the pyramid scheme you go to every Saturday and give all your daggone money to, or every Sunday. This is the reason why he's afraid of this model that this brother's put out here. You know what I'm saying? That is biblical. It ain't so much anybody worshiping no man. I appreciate the revelation of this book that Pastor Dow and them people around him got. Something was revealed to him in the scripture. He saw it. He's a good and faithful servant. He did it. And the dude's out there literally, especially when you talk to him in person and look the dude in the eyes and talk to him in person, the dude's literally like, look, I did it. Why can't you? He just literally, you should do this. That's his mindset. All right, God's showing us who is Esau in the last 24 hours. Well, and then that's the other thing, this Esau doctrine. The Esau doctrine getting crushed, because look, I'm gonna have some One West based camp dudes come on the show they have been to Ron's show. Cause see, everybody, I'm kind of, to a certain extent, in a unique position, because look, I deal with One West camps. I've been out there in the streets of New York with the camps. I've talked to the people. They were at the Great Awakening Hebrew Gathering, okay? I've talked to the people who live on homesteads and all that. Everybody needs to be patient and have understanding, because even in the camps, they realize if they were at Ron's event, they listened to his teachings, they come to his movies. A lot of the big name camp people are going to be at Ron's movie showing in New York, where Ron meticulously goes through and shows what he's found with his research. So they're going to be sitting there, and they're going to get understanding on who Esau is and all that. Okay? So it's, again, it's an awakening. So folks ain't going to just jump up. So we have to understand that. A secure community that has everything. Exactly, Elder Rufus. He's talking about they got a self-sufficient community going. Getting off this grid, coming out of her. Why are these people putting a limit on what coming out of her means? Is there an extreme to it? Like I said, all right, the repealing of the Smith Act, which allows the government to propagate lies through the media. Crisis actors, yeah. So like this brother said, he was talking about crisis actors and that deception. Everywhere you look, you see the signs. And then you look at yourself and you see God's grace. And I thank the Most High Yah that I went up there to the Great Gathering Hebrew Awakening. I had that talk with Brother DeJerry and Brother David. And they just lit the fire on me. And y'all can see it's been going ever since, And I heard of it. So, yeah, city living people are spoiled. Them days are about to be over. Yeah. But on the same note, there's work to be done in those cities. This thing needs to be spread far and wide as it is. What we're talking about here is being spread far and wide. People are seeing this. I'm getting the phone calls. People are coming at me with land and all types of stuff, you know? And I mean, and they know, the people, like I said, brother seen Pastor Dow's message and was crying because he knew it was booked, but he had missed it and lit a fire under him. You know, I'm getting the comments. People know what's going on. But then I see other people who are like, oh, like all they see is Pastor Dow. They totally missed everything he was saying. It's like, yeah, but he got 3 wives. Yeah, but your wife only knows how to receive roses on Valentine's Day for you. That's the only thing she knows. Other than that, she's a soft target. Pastor Dow's wife, I'm sure they know how to use that steel. Who's that? Hey, Madison.
Hi, Daddy.
Come here. I'm going to let y'all
Ooh.
talk to it. Madison, what gun did I teach you to use?
The AR-22.
Are you scared to shoot it?
No.
That's right. All right. Get to stepping. So, yeah. It ain't, you know, and next time we go out there, she gonna do that AR-15, eventually that shotgun, and, you know, somebody decide to have a mass shooting, they don't do it around us. Because we, like Pastor Dow said, they're gonna be returning fire. Like this man, Pastor Dow comes out to the conference and got armed security securing the whole damn event, and they out there bitching about that. Like, man, I hope not, if y'all had a problem with that, man, I hope y'all lose me. North of Atlanta, yeah. Let me tell you, man. Hey, dude, me and Corey, you know, we've been to Atlanta multiple times. I used to live in Atlanta for a couple months. Madison, what are you doing in that car? All right, go ahead, go back in the house. So I lived in Atlanta for a while, and I mean, the main reason I moved out of there is because the traffic and congestion was so bad. Okay, yes, I'll tell you, Sister Theresa. I'll give you everything I got right now on this thing of what you should do as far as weapon. I'm going to finish my story real quick. Yep, I got you. So when I was in Atlanta, I moved out of there because of the congestion and how bad the traffic was. Fast forward 15, 20 years later, we came back and whoa! I mean, dude, Atlanta is like a metropolis, like people living on top of people. New York City, forget about it, okay? But let me tell you this, because I've been to Miami, I've been to Fort Lauderdale, I've been to Orlando, cities, you know, I could go on and on naming all these cities. Jacksonville. Let me tell you something. I want y'all to really hear what I'm saying. Every single city I have been to, especially even in New York, and they can testify to this, what they are doing in every single city, and all those cities I name I've been to recently, y'all have seen me online. What they are doing in every one of these cities is going in the poor areas in those cities and running our people out of the cities, and their people are steadily flooding in. Okay? It's white people moving in the cities, and the black people are getting displaced and going who knows where, into the homeless shelters and all that. And yeah, I don't say the white people are Esau. No, but the Bible does says we are in the land of our enemies. As a nation, they are our enemies, the Europeans, but not the people. Because a person could come out of that nation and realize who we are, and they are, it's written, and they're going to join themselves to us. Like I said, I'm not going to get into all that, but this is what's happening. Harlem, the Marcy projects where Jay-Z grew up at, you can't afford a place in there now. Brooklyn, $1 million stuff there. All the hoods are gone. Newark, where all those carjackings used to happen in the 90s, dude, you can't afford nothing there now. They're moving into all the cities now. I don't know where our people are going for the most part. All right? But there's something to that. There's something to the fact that it's happening. They're steadily going into cities, which are the worst place you could be, and we're steadily coming out. Okay, so I think there's something to that. Okay, like I said, end time prophecy study would be on hand. Just happened, we were talking about this in North Miami. All the hoods in the cities are getting bought out, and they're moving in. Jacksonville, I moved here in Jacksonville, Florida in 2007, and I mean, they are building in downtown Jacksonville like I've never seen before. Corey actually works for a company that does it, and she told me about the government policy that this loan that the government's giving to people to encourage this. So she knows all about it. So we see it. It's the government pushing this thing. I'm telling you, man. Y'all, all these clowns up here talking against with Elder Rufus and with Pastor Dow, and there's other communities out there. There's the NMP, and there's other communities. They're not the only ones. And but I could tell you this: the one thing that the successful communities that I've seen. Straightway is one of the most successful ones that I've seen, and he's very public with it, which all praises, so people could see this model. But there's other communities out there, and the successful ones, I'm going to tell you the one similarity I've seen. They're adamant that you got to operate under some standards. You can't come out there wearing spandex catsuits talking about don't judge or you can't be some spiritually castrated, passive-aggressive, emaciated, sodomized man out there and say, and making all these vague comments and nobody know where the hell you coming from. Like, there's a standard of behavior, and it can't function without that. That's why you have, in order to do community, and this heavy, the main reason why a lot of these people don't want to do community is because they are at a low character level. They don't have any spiritual growth. They are spiritually immature. So in their minds, there's no way they could see themselves around other people because they're manipulative, they're deceptive, they're passive. They don't know how to deal with people in relationships in a spiritually righteous and healthy way. So naturally, they can't wrap their heads around it, and they're going to speak against it. But a person of high spiritual development, two people of high spiritual development can live around each other in close quarters and share finances and be trustworthy and all that, the stuff it takes. Elder Rufus, if you agree with what I'm saying, tell them, let them know, man. Tell them what I'm talking about. I'm not playing around. Okay? So, all right, so I'm going to address a couple things I seen the sisters put here. I'm going to address the thing about the woman, and then the sister says she doesn't know what to do. You can email me, and we will set you up so you do know what to do, because we got sisters, real sisters, not some big mouth monsters that want to look good in front of the camera, but behind the scenes are snakes. We got real sisters. Email me at info@spiritualcombat.org. info@spiritualcombat.org. And you isolated sisters, you single sisters and all that, we're going to show you what to do. But the first thing you got to do is get your mind right. Start studying Proverbs and get your mind in order with that. When you see where you're off, you need to pray for yourself and get some deliverance and get delivered from that. Now let me address the sister. Who asked about the weapon. Home defense weapon. if somebody was like, hey, what's the first gun I should buy to where I know I'm gonna be good? I would recommend a Glock 17. That's the that's the weapon I would recommend people start with. Okay, like if you had to buy one gun and you're by yourself and all that, I would say a Glock 17. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why. Okay, and I know the shotgun, but trust me, let old Mikey break this down to you. You're gonna really understand. Like everything, you're gonna see the wisdom behind what I'm saying on this. I know, because this is a debatable topic, but I'm gonna tell you why. Michael Israel, why do you say the Glock 17 as somebody's first gun? It's a 9mm. Okay. The reason why a shotgun is not a good home defense gun for somebody especially somebody who's coming into this, is number one, when you have a home defense, when it comes to home defense, you're going to need, I'm left-handed, you're going to need one hand free. You might be opening a door. You're going to need that one hand free. Okay? There might be a knock at your door. You take that gun, put the gun on the door, like Tom Cruise did, and the other part you peek around the door, and he's try to kick in that door, pop 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 pop. All you gotta do is start squeezing, but you got that one hand free to open doors, to move stuff out of your way. To if you come around a corner and the thief or whoever it is right there. You could do this with one hand, pop, 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 go into him with the other. You got that one hand free, okay? That's number one. Number two, that Glock is semi-automatic. Cock, 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 cock. You squeeze. Number three, that Glock has how many rounds does it have in it? I think mine holds I got a Glock 19, which is a little smaller. But you got about 14 or 12 shots with it. A shotgun, you're going to have about 6 shots. Okay? You feel me? The next reason the Glock is for a semi-automatic gun is very simple to operate because there's no hammer on it. Okay? Number 3 or 4 or 5 or whatever the hell I say, reason I'm on is that Glock has those 9mm rounds. The FBI actually switched from the Glock, the 45 version. I think that's a Glock 21. The FBI recently switched over to that as their standard weapon because it's more manageable, but it still provides kick. Okay? That shotgun, if you're coming around a corner, it's longer. It's not, and when you shoot it, you need 2 hands to shoot it. And after you shoot it, clack, clack, you got to cock it again. The other thing, after you shoot a shotgun, a lot of debris and stuff comes out of it into the air, Number 3, that thing got some kick to it. It ain't the easiest thing, to shoot. So, okay, so, I don't recommend the AR as a home defense gun or as your initial home defense because, again, it's longer. There's a little more of a learning curve to it. I mean, it holds plenty of rounds. I'm going to tell you this. You shoot, this is the other thing with a shotgun. If you shoot a shotgun or an AR-15 inside a house, the pressure that it's going to hit your ears with could potentially disorient you because there's nowhere for that pressure to escape. It's going to really, unless you're used to doing it, you're going to fire that shotgun or that AR-15 inside your house in an enclosed area, and that the shock wave of that pressure isn't going to have anywhere to go, and it's going to be like, it could potentially have you disoriented. It could be so strong, but it's definitely you're going to feel it. That 9mm gonna be loud inside your house too. Don't get it twisted. But nowhere near. Look at the difference in gunpowder on those. So that is why I say the AR. I mean the Glock. The Glock is like the Toyota Camry of guns. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no. It's not like a Mercedes like some of these other guns, but it's reliable, consistent. It's a basic weapon. So it's like a Honda Civic of weapons. You know what I'm saying? Of 9mm, and that's why I recommend it. Now you got brothers. They gonna come in here. They gonna be like, no, you need to get this. You know, we could go on with it, but it's a popular weapon. The reason law enforcement use it is real easy to shoot. You know, there's no safety on it. There's no hammer on it. You know, if you got a round in there, it's gonna be real easy to fire. I don't like the way I deal with kids with weapons. My kids, from time to time, I bring all my weapons out, take them all out, safe them, make sure there's nothing in them, and I let them touch them, feel them, aim them, play with them, do whatever they want to demystify it from them. So that I tell them, don't point it at no one, don't, and I explain all that, and I demystify it. That way, I keep it where it's kept, and they know where it's at, but they could care less. It's just, you know, they're like, hey, he let us play with him. So that's that. That's not every child, though. You can't deal with them like that. It's some kids, you know. Yeah, really, for the law to shoot, yeah, yada, I can't. So that's that. And like I said, when I do this conference in December, we're going to cover all that and then a lot more. Check the gun laws in your area, of course. So yeah, so that's the reason why Glock 19 very good for women. Beretta very good too. Yeah, and now mind you, the Glock, there is a little learning curve to shooting it because it does kick. So you got to get used to that kick. So you got to get to the range and put a couple hundred rounds through it. So you're cool with it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it does. Yep, it's a good gun for beginners. A box of 9mm ammo is around $15. Yep. Yep. The ammo's not too expensive, you know. Like I said, it's the Honda Civic of them, of weapons. You know, there's other guns. You know, you see brothers in here, they putting Beretta and other things. But like I said, it's just a good, reliable, standard, straight shooting, easy to operate, with accuracy. You can shoot relatively. And let me tell you, I need to tell you this, because when we do our training out here, the target I'm going to set up, it's going to be about this big, that wide, and it's going to be about a little over arm's distance, about 6-7 feet away from you. So when we begin shooting, so it's going to build your confidence, because that's, you know, then we're going to move it about, 14 feet away from you. Pop, 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 pop. And you'll get an idea how to line it up and aim it. You know. But yeah, that's my thing. That's the weapon thing to answer the sister who asked the question earlier. I forget what her name is, because I've seen her in there before. But yeah, that's what it is. And see, a lot of y'all ain't been in situations or haven't even. Yeah, that Springfield 45. You like the Springfield 45, but that's a 45 caliber gun. That thing got a lot of kick. It got people like those 45s because it got takedown power. But lately, the rounds that you could buy high-powered rounds for the for 9mm weapons that has good takedown power too. So that's why a lot of the law enforcement switched over as their standard to 9mm weapons. Like I said, when y'all come down, we're gonna do that. Like I said, it's gonna be extra for the weapons training, but like I said, it's gonna be to buy ammo, and we're gonna get some ammo out of it. I trained Sister Koya how to shoot, and she ain't got no fear now. She done shot everything I got, all my whole arsenal, and I'm not letting you know what it is. I'm sure y'all wanna. So yeah, I let her shoot. So, and the way I trained her is, we went to the range. I got the magazines for my Glock. I set the magazines in front of her. I said, load them things up. Put as many rounds, load them to the max. She was like, okay, I got about 3 mags, I think. She loaded them up. All right. Put them in there and start shooting. Boom. She put them in there, racked it. She was scared at first. She was like, it's called anticipating. You're anticipating the kick it's going to have. I said, look, don't worry about hitting the target. Don't worry about nothing. Just fire. Start shooting. Boom. The first shot, I don't even think it hit the target. Boom. Second shot. Boom. Boom. By the time she got halfway through the second magazine, she was having fun. She wasn't afraid of the kick and the sound and all that. By the time she got through the third magazine, she putting rounds on target. Accuracy beginning to come into a close circle. By then, after that, can I load them up again and shoot some more? By then, she was dangerous. You know what I'm saying? After that, she graduated up to the AR. The AR, because the AR don't kick as much as the Glock. She was putting rounds on target. You know, in small circles. You know, because by the time she got an AR, I taught her how to aim it. And she wasn't anticipating the kick, and she was putting rounds on target. So all that to say is, I'm just letting y'all know it ain't hard. It ain't complicated. A lot of it's just a little bit of repetition. Me being in the military, what they would do with us is, you're on a fire line. They say if you screw up and we see you doing something unsafe, we reserve the right to shoot you. And they walk around with guns on them. And then you're out there in the heat, and they make you put on chem gear, which the chem gear is like this thick. So it raises your body temperature to some. So you're just shooting in the most uncomfortable, stressful conditions. Me, because I'm left-handed, the guy who's next to me shooting, his hot brass is hitting me in the face. So that made me be able to shoot real good. It's good to learn to shoot under pressure. Because guess what? If you got to use your gun, it's going to be a stressful situation. That's why standing, stopped, knees, and imagine a clean line. Yep. So yeah. And I got a real simple way of shooting. But yeah, that's that. But let me tell you, that's why, because this is something people don't understand. Yeah, you should get a weapon, but the most important thing you have to learn is situational awareness. That's more important than any weapon you could ever get. Knowing how to stay away from dumb places at dumb times with dumb people. And moving forward, we have the Most High's grace, but being in these subdivisions and in these cities is being in a dumb place. It's bad situational awareness. Okay? That's all we're saying. Now, your bubblegum bishop ain't going to say that. He ain't going to tell you that. He going to say, it's good situational awareness to be there, giving him your money so he could get whatever his wicked heart desires with your money. So he don't want you becoming self-sufficient, because then you ain't going to need his silly ass. And yeah, I'm saying it like that because I'm passionate about that. Whatever. Yeah, and I need to do some deer hunting. That's a good thing to hey, and brother, I know Zedekiah, but you might be a good one to teach on situational awareness, because I know Pastor Dow got some people who know about that too. I know my Akaliah, though, he's done diplomatic security. He's done security for diplomats and high-level government people in the Middle East. So he on another level. He know how to go in a hotel and check the manifest, see who done checked in, and like all this crazy stuff you wouldn't think of. Look at certain doors, and I know a lot of y'all know that. But I'm gonna have y'all. We're gonna teach on that at the conference. But it's gonna be for the individual, for women. A lot of women are off by themselves, and they need to learn this stuff. Women definitely need to learn situational awareness. Because a lot of times when I'm out walking around, folks looking at me like the daggone predator anyway. Because I'm looking half crazy half the time anyway because my daggone knee hurt or my foot hurt. So I'm walking around looking crazy any daggone way. And folks be looking at me like, I come around the corner most like. But a lot of women need to learn how to not be a soft target. So we're going to teach y'all that. We're going to teach y'all some hand-to-hand. I'm going to reach out. I got an Ak who does, he was on here. He might be watching now. He used to be in the UFC, Ultimate Fighting Championship. He know how to punch somebody in the mouth. Good. Like he could punch you in your mouth and teeth will come out. And you're going to be like, man, that is beautiful the way you did that. So hopefully, prayerfully, I can get him to come out and I know some other odds, just some basic, simple self-defense, nothing complicated, like and y'all doing crane style and all this, but some basic Krav Maga type stuff. Like a lot of times if you're in a fight, if you're a woman and you're in a fight, you shouldn't punch. Don't punch. You want to aim for this area right here. See this area right here? Aim for that and go like this. Keep your hands like this. You stand there. You hit anybody like this, it's a wrap. They can be like, or hit a brother in them nuts and it's a wrap. Trust me. There's an automatic response to that. But yeah, if somebody comes in like that, dude, you just multiplied your chances of incapacitating them from 1 to now you got 5 chances of incapacitating them. Now you're gonna break your fingers, don't get it twisted, but hey, you're gonna live, So yeah, that's some basic Krav Maga. So we're gonna be training on that. It ain't gonna be no live training because I'll be damned if you put your you ain't gonna put your fingers on me. But we gonna equip the saints at this conference for the real, and it's gonna be efficient. It's the stuff, as you can see, the stuff I'm saying, it don't take a long time. It ain't complicated. And Krav Maga and Systema is that way. It's designed to be real simple because in pressure condition, you ain't gonna remember to go into crane style and do all this weird stuff when you're in a pressure situation. Your adrenaline's going, but you gonna remember to just try to gouge their eyes out. You gonna remember that. So that's Krav Maga type stuff. Okay, so anyway, the writing's on the wall, y'all. That's why I did this video. 2 mass shootings in 24 hours. Come out of her, my people, man. My point of doing this video is to let y'all know that this stuff is literal too. And I'm doing this because you got a lot of people out there saying, oh, it's not literal. It's not literal, But I'm telling you, this is literal. You got to get the spiritual and then get your mind right. And then you got to literally come out of her. You got to come out of this thing. Okay? You can't, you can't, there ain't no gray areas. And what I showed you in this video is why, okay. Yeah. What you're seeing, when you watch the news, and I had to because we just came back from Orlando. When I was down in Orlando, the brother was showing me this news app. I was like, dude, I gotta pay more attention to the news, Because I be so engaged in the Hebrew community, I don't be knowing what be going on out there. But this incident with the shooting was so big that, even I heard about it. But I realized I got to pay more attention because, the Most High, he is patient. He's long suffering. He gonna send a whole bunch of people to tell you and show you, look, come on out, come out of her, come. You need to do this. Hey, just do this to be safe. Hey, boom, 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 boom. He gonna keep warning us. He loves us. He wants us to get our minds right. If you get your mind right, and your family that's in the blood family that's in the world has cut you off, and the Bible tells you your blood family is going to cut you off, and you're going to lose them, and this, that. You heard Kabir's story. Don't you think he'd provide you with another family that you could dwell with at the same capacity? So with your blood family, you move with them. You live with them. A lot of times y'all live in the same neighborhood with them. You'll live up under the same roof with them. You'll trust them with money. You do stuff with them with money. Why shouldn't you do that with your blood with your spiritual family that the Most High has replaced them with tenfold or ninefold, whatever? Shouldn't you dwell with them? Shouldn't you live up under the same roof with them? Shouldn't they treat you like family once you get to know them and everything? Shouldn't you be able to do stuff together with them? You see what I'm saying? Shouldn't you train and protect them and be able to protect and do all this stuff? Shouldn't you live is it a sin to live in the same neighborhood with them? But I'm telling you, you got people out here with agendas to make money. And this model hits them in their damn pocket. If somebody asks them for money, I'm asking again. I need money for this conference I'm doing at the end of the year. But I guarantee when I say, hey, I need money for this tent, I might, if I come forward, that I'm going to buy the tent. Or I'm going to let them buy the tent. I'm going to let them set the thing up and get the toilets out there and the bathrooms. And you're going to see, if I'm putting on a conference, it ain't going to be, there's going to be a practical benefit to you that comes out of it. And, look at, and anytime I'm asking for money or anybody's asking for money, be like, it should be very obvious how it's going to benefit the community. Like, I ain't going to ask for a bunch of money for y'all to come down here to Jacksonville so I could do a lesson that I could have did online and shake y'all down for your money. No. When I do this, the benefit is going to be weapons training. It's going to be marriage training. It's going to be vehicle repair training. It's going to be leadership training. It's going to be fellowshipping and networking. It's going to break the pressure that's on people during the Christmas period, because it's going to be during Christmas. Okay? So you see, it's going to be very practical. I'm making sure it's very practical if I'm doing something, because I got to make some money off our nation, Now, if the Most High sees fit, maybe there will be extra, or somebody will give a gift, something like that. But for now, I just want to put the thing on. But look at people's agenda. Look at folks' footwork. Check out that video I put up earlier about footwork. It's just a funny video. This guy walks up on people in the grocery store and like squeaks his shoes like he's playing basketball and scares them. I was like, watch the footwork. But it was funny, but I'm just reminding people, you got to watch people's actions and use discernment and be like, why is he doing this? Who's this benefiting? Are they just trying to make money? What's the benefit of this thing they're putting on? Is it just to make money? Like Ron's Great Awakening Hebrew Gathering. It was an enjoyable event. You were able to network. But the truth, I'm just hearing some noise back there. Somebody's yelling. Anyway, So what's the benefit? The truth that came out of that conference and the networking and meeting the straightway people and the information Ron brought out just shook up the whole entire Hebrew community. You know what I'm saying? So, the benefit was obvious there, okay? Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate it. Appreciate y'all supporting it. Like I said, we're gonna be moving full steam. I got after I come back from straightway, because I know the reason I'm waiting to after I go up to straightway is because I know I'm gonna get a whole bunch of knowledge and edification being up there. So I'm waiting for that and put a couple other things in motion. But yeah, man, we ain't playing around. This thing ain't a game, man. And I'm just showing you. And what you're going to see moving forward is going to be blatantly obvious what you need to do to those who have an ear to hear. You're going to see through the people with agendas, the people that have just kept you in bondage, but you don't realize it. You've been following their ministries for years, and you're still in the same financial predicament. You're still in the same spiritual predicament that you were in when you came into the truth. You know what I'm saying? So, if you've been following spiritual combat for over a year and you still struggling, unsubscribe. Lose me. Because I know a lot of people just started following me recently, but if you don't see stuff happening in your life, if you're not overcoming these demons, if your marriage is still a disaster, if you're still struggling with depression, if you're still, you're stuck in Babylon, you're on a treadmill struggling. That's what we trying to break here. That's what I'm hitting on. That's what I'm banging on hard. And anybody who with that, rocking with me. But I watch a lot of these ministries, it's just cupcakes, bubble gum, and cinnamon rolls. It's just sugar. Bunch of damn sugar. And it's not going to do nothing in your life. And you're going to die. You're going to die of depression or something stupid that the Most High is trying to deliver you from. That's book. And I got on here at the beginning. I told y'all, question everything I say. Let me go back over here to Facebook. Question this stuff. Man. People question it. Okay? And I'm just looking at the comments in here. Apparently, I must be saying something correct because ain't nobody crying or complaining or challenging, or maybe I missed it. I might have missed it. Yeah. And what about us millions that can't afford to join a Hebrew community? Are you just to show up? I've started to hunker down. So good question, Ak. That is why if you can't afford, you said you can't afford to join a Hebrew community, and this is something I've been harping on, is people think it takes money. Let me tell you, the resource are the people. The resource of the nation is the people, not money. Everybody brings assets and resources when you come together. You got one dude who don't got money, but he got a lot of time. You got another dude that got a lot of money, but no time. You got a dude who got no money and no time, but a lot of knowledge. Everybody brings something to the table. That's why when I had Kabir on and when I had Brother DeJerry on, I was showing people that a handicapped person, an old single lady, single men, everybody is needed in a community. They bring stuff to the table. Okay? But the first thing is getting your mind right coming together in a congregation to vet out who's really got their mind right and is ready for community, and then coming together with them. Okay? Now me, like I said, I gotta tell y'all, and I did a video on this earlier. I got a job. I'm an aircraft mechanic. I'm not setting the world ablaze with the money I'm making, but I'm doing decent. We doing our thing. We in the house, but for all intents and purposes, we are in the rat race. Koya works. Our kids are in the public school system. I can't bring her home and bring my kids out of school on the amount of money I'm making, because I'm not killing it like that. You know what I'm saying? But we we not on welfare. We ain't struggling hard. Okay? But if we come together with another family like we are, now she don't have to work. The kids don't have to be in the school. We can save up more money and get all of our debt paid off. And now we can come together and buy land to move on. And then other brothers and sisters who fellowship with us, maybe it's a single lady and she's elderly. Well, we could bring her on. She could be around Madison and Samantha and bestow that wisdom on them, which is priceless. There's no amount of money to put on it. We need our older sisters. Okay? So that's just one minute model I gave you. Brother DeJerry got together with 3 other families who were struggling. 3 families moved up under one 3-bed, 2-bath house, toughed it out, grew spiritually because they were around other people, so it forces you to really grow spiritually. They grew spiritually. None of their women worked. None of the kids went to school. They homeschooled them. All the women got together, cooked meals, took care of the family, made them healthier. They grew a garden in the back, all that. The men worked. In a year, they paid off all their debt and saved up $60,000. Community. But Bishop Bubblegum is telling you, oh, you can't do that. Why you want to do that? If you do that, how am I going to get my purple Cadillac? That's a sin, because you're not serving me, because I'm your God. You see what I'm saying? So that's why we shaking the community up. And when I'm talking about here, it's book. It's Acts. It's in the book of Acts. It's nation. It's basic nation. This is nation on the most basic level. But our people, we've had a doctrine handed down to us by the CIA known as Bishop Bubblegum. The model of, give me your money, I'm going to suck the money out of the neighborhood and build this big ass church right there in your neighborhood and continue to suck the money out of your pocket and keep the whole neighborhood that's right there broke. That's COINTELPRO. So while these clowns are sitting there telling you, if you get in the community, they's gonna bomb you, sir. These same people telling you that is practicing the real. That's why I said it's sleight of hands. They doing this, and in the meantime, they reaching behind you with the other hand and taking your wallet out and pickpocketing you. And I'm sitting here trying to tell you this. Wake up. It wouldn't be called deception if you didn't realize it was going on. And I'm sitting here showing you the model. I'm showing you what works. That's book. They put all their stuff together at the apostles' feet, at a person who had wisdom. Not Bishop Bubblegum. They put it all at his feet. And then the person who was chosen of Yah distributed it out to them as they had need. This is a process. You don't just jump into nothing like what I'm saying, but you slowly begin to come in and do it. That's all I'm saying. But the thing is, I don't get mad when people come against me, because I know it's only a matter of time before, okay, the Most High's grace, as it runs out, you're going to begin to see Hebrews getting shot. in grocery stores. You're gonna get this thing's gonna hit home, you know. And then our people are really gonna wake up and thank the Most High Yah for His patience. You're gonna be getting to see school shootings in black schools, and oh, Michael Israel, you're fear mongering. No, I ain't. I'm just telling you what I see on the news. I'm telling you with the title, 2 mass shootings in 24 hours. I don't need to fear monger. Reality should have you worried. I'm offering solutions. Elder Rufus is offering solutions. Pastor Dow's offering solutions. The NMP, they offering solutions. Bishop Bubblegum and these Hebrew Christians and these people that's in their emotions focusing on everything else but the main idea of what's being brought out here. He says, damn, you gonna listen to him? He hurts my feelings. He's evil. You shouldn't listen to him. Like, they're looking at everything else but the main idea. That's, hey, cool. I know that if you don't hear me, somebody else is going to come along. They're going to bring it even more direct. If you don't hear him, eventually it's going to begin to manifest and happen to you. That's all I'm saying. So, yeah, man. It's like literally you can't separate the book and us functioning in this way. All right, hold on, it might be skipping. But yeah, man. Like I said, y'all see my footwork. Y'all see how I'm moving. You know, all you gotta do is look around. What I'm saying ain't complicated if you're not deceived in your emotions. That's what I'm saying. And like I said, a lot of these feminized men with these Ahab spirits, and these big mouth monstrous women out here running around, in their feelings, out of order, talking against this, are just damning themselves and those around them, you know. And it's like something you got to consider. Where's the sin in what I'm saying? But then look at the sin in what they're saying. Try to figure out what they are saying. Matter of fact, ask Bishop Bubblegum what is his solution. And he's going to tell you this in some roundabout, manipulative way. And he's going to wrongly divide the word when he does it. He's going to tell you his solution is wishful thinking. That's what he's going to tell you. That's the only thing they could tell you. That's the only thing they could tell you. All right? Hey, what's going on, Carlton? Tampa in the building. Tampa in the building. Yeah, man. So, yeah, y'all. And I know there's a lot of sisters out there that, question it, man. Question everything. Like I said, I'm going to say it again. I have dealt with a lot of Hebrews in the community. And what I found, I have seen the snakes. And what I found with the snakes, they sound good. Their PR, their public relation skills are out of this world. They talk a good game. But when you meet them in person, they're snakes. And then I see the people who are a little abrasive and direct, like Pastor Dow, like some of these other brothers I've met. They're abrasive, but when you deal with them in person, they some of the realest people I've ever met to date. And like I said, that I'm just saying that and I'm a footwork watcher. I watch footwork. I know how to not get sucked in by sorcery or NLP, otherwise known as neuro-linguistic programming. If you think I'm playing around, read, or you don't got to read the whole book. Read Robert Greene's The Art of Seduction, and read Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power. And if you don't, I guarantee you're going to see a lot of these so-called Hebrew teachers and Christian teachers. You're going to be like, dang, that's exactly how he be moving and operating to a T. Okay? So, yeah. Well, anyway, with that said, man, I think I dropped plenty in this video. Man, whew, look like a bunch of y'all watching too. All praises. So yeah, with that said, as y'all can see, work awaits. I gotta get to work on this thing before the sun go down. But I felt like bringing this truth to y'all was more important than, getting this done. I'm gonna get it done though. I'm gonna get to work on it. Ooh, what the heck is that? Y'all see that thing over there? Y'all see that big old lizard thing over there near the jack? Y'all see that thing? We got all types of weird stuff out here. So anyway, y'all, but anyway, I'm going to get to work out here. Get this car fixed. And y'all pray for me. Like I said, I'm going to put out more information about this event, this conference. I'm gonna reach out to, I'm gonna have a star-studded, I'm gonna have just a very educational group of brothers and sisters, come down and really, I want to really pour into our people and moving forward. That's what I'm going to do, man. You're going to see, I'm going to do a lot of videos. Just any information I feel like can help y'all, I'm going to bring it out. I'm going to do a video on it. And anybody I can link y'all up with, any way I can support these other ministries that's putting this work in and help, bring out what they're doing to more people, I'm going to do it. Anyway, y'all, with that said, appreciate all y'all tuning in. And I'm going to get to work here. I'm probably get something to eat, then I'm going to get to work. I'm procrastinating now. Latanda, relax. Just calm down. If you want to, I'll get you on the phone with him if you want. I don't know what you all turned up about on there. But just relax. Anyway, and y'all just stop majoring on the minors. The big thing is this a demonic attack is beginning to come on this nation. That's what this thing is. All right? There's a demonic attack that's beginning to come on this nation, among other things. And you need to get separate, man. And let the Most High deal with them. When they lived in Goshen when them curses came upon them. Okay? Anyway, y'all, with that said, I'm Michael Israel. This is Spiritual Combat. If you want to support me, you could support me by hitting that subscribe button. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up button on there if you're on YouTube, and also hit that notification bell so you can receive notifications when I go live. If you are on Facebook, follow me, hit that follow button and mess with those settings so you receive notifications always whenever I go live on Facebook, on my Spiritual Combat business page there. And appreciate all y'all support, man. Appreciate what y'all doing. Like I said, y'all stay engaged. And like I said, question everything I've said here and question it with the scriptures. See if this thing is a spiritual thing or a literal thing that he wants us to do. And with that said, I'm Michael Israel. Shalom, y'all. Appreciate